I am Dave Kurlan, and I want to talk a little about the mindset of coaching salespeople. The most important thing is the outcome, because you can use the outcome to determine whether your coaching is effective. So, when you're done coaching a salesperson, if they say, "Thank you so much, when can we do this again?" That's a pretty good outcome. If they thank you and walk away, maybe not so much. If they don't thank you and they're just happy to have it over with, that's a bad outcome. So that's the first way you can measure your coaching effectiveness. The second way is by seeing whether they go and make the changes, because some salespeople are resistant to coaching. Some would give you lip service but not make the changes. And then the group that we can have the greatest impact with are those that acknowledge and go out and make the changes. So it's important that we also talk about accountability while we're talking about coaching. And you need to tell your salespeople that you're going to hold them accountable for the changes that you expect them to make that were just agreed upon. And you need to tell them how you're going to hold them accountable, what you're going to be looking at, what you're going to be looking for, and what the consequences would be if they don't make the changes that were just agreed to. The other piece that's important is how you're going to coach them. And you could tell them what you would do, you could tell them what they would have done, but that's not really coaching. That's just telling, teaching. You can ask questions to get them to figure out what they could have done differently. That's just a better form of teaching. The best way to coach up your salespeople to get a big boost in revenue is to role play. That's how you demonstrate what a good conversation sounds like. You play the tough salesperson's part, they play the tough prospect. And through role play, you demonstrate what that conversation ought to sound like. Now, role playing is scary for a lot of sales managers. They don't know how. They're afraid of screwing up. They're afraid they might get the wrong outcome. But have to do it. That is the best way to coach salespeople. And we can certainly point you in the direction of material to help you get better at role playing. But that's where you got to keep your eye on the prize, becoming great at role playing to coach up your salespeople to get a 28% increase in revenue.